Market conditions remaining mildly bearish in this bull market, currently with a bull market rank of 27.2. And at the upper end of this range, this is the longer term trend, or at least the last 12 months of the trend. This is the last 20 years of this S&P 500 chart pattern. And sitting right here, right in the middle range, momentum, we've seen that popping back up to that buy zone, but softening here a little bit in the last couple of days. Breadth indicator still showing into that upper buy zone, but also showing a little bit of weakness right here. Sentiment hasn't really budged, as we're not seeing a lot of fear in any of these sell-offs currently. We are seeing the buy-sell ratio sitting right here at still well above 1, 3.53, and the green above red gives us that good solace, that good solid bullish case for upside. But that being said, we're seeing weakness now really across the board in most sectors, and that's kind of been the story this last year, as we're seeing lots of different sectors participating. Let's take a quick look here at the market indices. S&P 500 showing us a little bit of resistance right here at this upper range around that 557, 558 range, and potentially looking for a retest if we get a retracement back down to that 546 level on SPY. If we look at NASDAQ, seeing really some weakness here. Again, we talked about this range, this zone, and we could see a retest back down to that 475 range on triple Qs. Still seeing strength in small cap. The Russell 2000 IWM is the ETF symbol for that. Seeing some strength yesterday of around 1%. Long-term bonds, TLT, continue to show some weakness right here as it's running into that major resistance around that 94.5 range on TLT. And shorter-term bonds, SHY, still showing some strength here on shorter-term bonds, which is a good thing as well. We want to see that, but the shorter-term bonds moving higher as in anticipation of lowering interest rates as well. Dow Jones Industrial Average also had that real big run up, continuing to show a little bit of weakness here in the last couple of days. If we look at sectors, here is that perspective. We're seeing strength in healthcare industrials. We're seeing weakness really across the board on some of these other ones: energy, technology, transportation, showing some weakness. Commodities, gold is continuing to hold up here in the momentum zone above 119 and up slightly yesterday. Let's see if silver is also moving as well, about the same on silver. Silver had a little bit deeper retracement, pulling back down closer to that 382 number, which also could be finding some support right around that $26 range. USO oil also showing some weakness and has got some work to do now to regain some momentum back to the upside. If we take a look at some stocks in the muscle stock group, the new buy list, I've got still got quite a few of these biotech and medical names that are popping in here. SLNO, longer term trend, the 1 year time frame looks a little bit cleaner. You can see it's well into that momentum zone. Good solid confirmation bar and potential for a breakout. It's got months now of resistance around this area, has got some overhead resistance on that as well on SLNO. FTAI had earnings yesterday. This has been a real high flyer. Looks like those are also some good earnings, up a couple of percent this morning. And EYE, also an interesting stock, interesting name, had a new buy confirmation bar a few days back. Now a little bit of weakness here, topping tail bar on that, but some increased volume, some stocks to consider for you today. That'll do it for today's update. Everyone have a fantastic day today.